So today we'll be continuing a discussion about data collection methods. We'll look into Q sorts today. In the last class we discussed about projective technique, construction techniques and projection techniques, where you are giving a scenario to the patient and you are asking them to project their thoughts. We'll talk about Q sorts. Q sorts is essentially a tool where you are giving a number of cards to the patient. ठीक है, यहाँ पर you are testing the subjectivity of the patient. ठीक है, very very important. You are testing subjectivity. In the sense, इसका मतलब क्या है? आप क्या करते हैं Q sorts में? You will have already pre-written cards. There'll be some in data or some information written on the cards. ठीक है, and phrases रहने दो, words रहने दो, it might be statements, whatever it is. ठीक है, you will ask the patient to arrange those cards based on your criteria. So what do they like most, or what do they dislike most, or what do they relate most to, and what do they not relate most to, things like that. ठीक है, यहाँ पर आप सब्जेक्टिविटी टेस्ट कर रहे हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, judgment, aesthetic judgment, what they think is beautiful, what they think is not beautiful, or appreciation of art. All of these are subjective matters. Preference of music, um, family experience after a tragic event. Maybe someone passed away, maybe some tragic event occurred, and what is their experience of family, of that family? You are asking that to the subject using these cards. Okay, their attitude towards different political groups. Okay, all of that can be found out through Q sorts. Now, one way or one application of Q sorts, see, depending on the interest of the researcher, you can apply Q sorts to several settings, a variety of settings. One example is that, let us suppose you are trying to analyze a nurse patient relationship. Okay, the relationship between a nurse and a patient to a greater depth. Now what you are doing is, in this scenario, if you are using Q sort, you will categorize models of this relationship. जो nurse patient relationship रहता, उसके major models आप categorize करते. ठीक है, in the sense, physician qualities कैसे है, is it important to the patient, identify the nurse's attributes. ठीक है, different attributes, and how are they associated, how is the patient attributing those attributes, whether they are good, whether they are poor, that they do not care about it, whatever it is. ठीक है, compassion रहने दो, care रहने दो, sensitivity रहने दो, whatever attributes you want to put into the Q sorts, आप एक क्या बोलते कार्ड पे लिख के दे दे रहे, and you are going to the patient and you are telling, let's suppose there is nurse X, what cards would you associate nurse X with? तो आप वो nurse X के, let's suppose she is very careful when she is doing certain procedures and she is very meticulous in her work. अब उन्हें जो जो cards उनको समझ में आते, वो नर्स को असाइन कर देते. ठीक है, दैट इज वन वे ऑफ परफॉर्मिंग क्यू शॉट. अनदर वे इज, for example, you can use it to evaluate their attitudes and perception of nurses. ठीक है, very similar to the previous one. यहाँ पर you are putting, the words will be slightly different, but essentially the concept is the same. So good, bad, worse, very good, जो भी है, अलग अलग attitude के आप certain adjectives डाल दे रहे, and you are telling the patient to associate it with the nurse. ठीक है, तो ऐसा कर सकते हैं आप. यहाँ पर क्यू मेथड, जो क्यू सॉर्ट्स का मेथड रहता, इट हैज अ लॉट ऑफ पोटेंशियल टू डिस्प्ले डाइवर्स सिचुएशंस. ठीक है, डिपेंडिंग ऑन द इंटरेस्ट ऑफ द रिसर्चर, इट कैन गो इनटू अ लॉट ऑफ डेप्थ. ठीक है, आप बहुत सारा इंफॉर्मेशन कलेक्ट कर सकते हैं. द प्रॉब्लम इज दैट यू कैन ओनली कलेक्ट इट विद अ स्मॉल सैंपल, because you are going into so much detail. You're preparing all of these cards, you are making all of these adjectives, and you are एक patient को, you have to spend some time with them. ठीक है, first of all they should be able to trust you, only then they will, give you a subjective answer. It'll help you explore a lot, but the thing is that, again, it is not exactly cost effective, because you're only concentrating on one patient and you are applying so much time on one patient. It cannot even be used to test hypothesis. You can only test the relationship between one patient and that nurse. वैसे ही sort of studies कर सकते हैं आप इसमें, and it takes a lot of time as well. Okay, because you are only able to study a small sample, you are dedicating a lot of time to that small sample. Let us suppose you are taking 5 patients in one ward, आप 5 patients को ले रहे हैं, and वो 5 patients you don't need to randomly select them. That is one advantage. You, instead of going to superficial study over a large population, you are going into in-depth analysis. But that also makes it um, it makes it in a scenario where you can only do it to a small population. आप बहुत सारे patients को उतना deep करने मुश्किल होता है. If you're trying to do that, you'll have to employ a lot of people who are able to have that kind of a rapport with the patient. Then they are able to ask or able to present those cards to the patient, where the patient is selecting and telling you the answer. Okay, whatever they feel about the scenario that you have painted. So those are Q sorts. Then there are vignettes. Now vignettes are very special type of data collection tool. यहाँ पर क्या करते हैं आप? Let us suppose I am the researcher, and let's suppose Ankita, Rishika are my subjects. Example, ठीक है? I will tell them a story, ठीक है? Some hypothetical story, ठीक है? I might short stories, ठीक है? Pictorial form में या written form में, whatever it is, I will paint a picture to them. I will not literally paint a picture. I will tell a story to them, and I ask them to give their response on that story. ठीक है? यहाँ पर what you are trying to do is you are trying to see what is the judgment of that subject, clarify people's judgment, and it will permit you to in context where you are trying to explore, it is a very less threatening way where you can explore the patient's thoughts. ठीक है? Instead of directly asking them what do you feel about the tragedy that occurred in your life, ठीक है? X and Y जो भी है, let's suppose some good event or some bad event or something happened in their life, and instead of directly asking them about that event, what you are doing is you are painting a very similar scenario in front of them. ठीक है? And that scenario, say आप क्या बोलते हैं, once you paint that scenario, you are asking the patient for their thoughts on that scenario. Now based on what the thoughts that you get from the patient, you will be able to interpret data. ठीक है? उनके thoughts क्या है, what are do they represent. ठीक है? Vignettes can be used to explore ethical frameworks, especially you know थिंकिंग ऑफ चिल्ड्रन रिगार्डिंग फैमिली इश्यूज, वो सिनारियो में यूज कर सकते हैं. या एक पोस्ट डिवोर्स फैमिली है, फैमिली विच हैज स्प्लिट अपार्ट, ठीक है? इन दैट vignettes might be beneficial in trying to explore moral codes of young people. As such, जो adolescent रहते हैं या young बच्चे रहते हैं, what is their moral standing, what is their moral codes uh, after they have experienced their family being split apart? Is it making any difference in their moral codes from average population when compared to families which are together? There are several uses of vignettes. Okay, one is tapping general beliefs and attitudes. इसमें आप क्या कर रहे हैं? See, this use essentially represents that vignettes can be used to show cultural norms. ठीक है? What is normal for a culture? What is their normal belief? आप एक respondent के beliefs and attitudes है, you can explore what will be their moral code or what will be their ethical work. In general, एक subject के with respect to one subject or with respect to a certain topic, what will be their moral codes? For example, mm, hurting animals. Let us suppose the subject in question is the topic in question is hurting animals. There are several people who hurt animals unnecessarily. Okay? Sometimes necessarily as well, sometimes unnecessarily, whatever the case might be. Let us suppose you are painting a picture to, you are telling a story to the patient or the subject about a dog who was being hurt in a colony. Okay? Because it used to bark a lot during night. Okay? Now what is the patient response to that? आप उससे उनके beliefs और उनके attitudes पता कर सकते हैं. So let us suppose the subject is saying instead of beating the dog, it would be better to put them into a care center, take them from there where they can be nurtured and where they can be taken care of. Or maybe one respondent is telling, yeah, it is correct to chase them away, maybe not hit them directly, but maybe chase them away altogether, things like that. Okay? Then another use will be sensitive topic exploration. as I told you, you can go into a lot of sensitive data because you're not asking for direct experience, you're not asking direct questions. You are just giving them a scenario. Okay, this will be less personal to the subject as well. It is more easier for the subject to open up, respondent to open up, because आप क्या कर रहे हैं, एक particular scenario, even if you know it is a very sensitive subject to the patient, you are not directly asking that sensitive question to the patient. You are putting a scenario in front of them. ऐसा ऐसा हुआ था कहते, what are your thoughts on it? ठीक है, you know that the patient has or the subject has experienced that. For example, let us suppose the patient has a history of cancer in their family. Okay, maybe their parents, maybe someone close to them has experienced cancer, and they might have passed away because of cancer, or they are currently suffering from cancer. तो आप एक story में बोल रहे हैं, there is some X and Y patient who has some lymphoma or they have some type of cancer and they are currently on chemotherapy. What are your thoughts on it, or what do you think their lifestyle is? So they will be able to tell in much more detail kaisa rehta hai, and you can get a lot more data indirectly. Okay, because you're not directly asking the patient, okay, आपकी sister को ऐसा हुआ करते ना, या आपके family member को ऐसा हुआ करते, so what are your thoughts on it? Instead of going into prying too much, you are essentially indirectly asking them that question. Okay, you know that they have a history wherein their family member might have been suffering from a certain condition. You are asking about that condition but indirectly. अब sensitive topics को explore कर सकते हैं. Then comparison of perception. ठीक है, स्पेशली ऑफ डिस्परेट ग्रुप्स. तो आप क्या कर सकते हैं यहाँ पर. um, let us suppose we have a group of residential care workers, a few young people, and a few managers. You are trying to find out their evaluation and their perception regarding mm, violence between children. ठीक है, let us suppose in a colony, you go in a colony and there are a number of children. ठीक है, and आप क्या कर रहे हैं, you are going and talking to residential care workers, वहां पर जो काम करते हैं लोग, maybe the watchman, maybe whoever it is, residential care workers, young people who are present there, and the managers of that particular society, of that particular complex or whatever residential area is there. You're going there and you're asking, what is the impact of like children who are fighting a lot, or are they coming from a background where there is violence at their home. ठीक है, ऐसा आप पूछ रहे हैं, तो आप perception compare कर सकते हैं. What is the response from healthcare workers, what is the response from residential care workers, what is the response from children, what is the response from young adults, things like that. ठीक है, those are all advantages, or those are all usages of vignettes. Now, when designing a vignette, you have to make sure that the stories that you are telling are real and plausible. If you are painting a story that is completely fictional, that cannot happen altogether. So, for example, you are telling uh, the patient about a story where a boy or some person has superpowers or things like that. From the get go, you are going into complete fiction. And the two, a type of fiction where it is not plausible, so you have to make sure that the stories are plausible, it can occur, ऐसा subject को दिखना चाहिए. ठीक है, and especially let's suppose when you are using situations given by the participants itself. Let us suppose participants आपको पहले बोले, yes, there have been history of domestic violence in my house or in my home or in my what do you call, uh, you know in my family essentially. ठीक है, maybe not their exact family but maybe far away family or whatever it is. तो आप क्या करते, you will paint a scenario wherein indirectly you're asking, आप पायलट स्टेज ऑफ रिसर्च में कर सकते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल एग्नी आंट लेटर्स के वैसा या टीनेज मैगजीन्स के वैसा, आप उनको इनडायरेक्टली देखो इधर भी ऐसा ही सिनारियो हुआ था, व्हाट आर योर थॉट्स ऑन इट, आप ऐसा पूछ रहे हैं. एंड eccentric characters, disastrous events generally should be avoided. ठीक है, because they will reflect much more mundane occurrences. Try to go with mellow in this thing, instead of going with very shocking stories and things like that, where very, how should I put it, emotionally driven data रहता. उससे उसके अलावा that your data should be presented in such a way that it is showing grief or it is showing sadness, but in a much more mundane manner. It should be much more mellow. ठीक है, uh, generally what happens is because of vignettes the ability of that participant might be enhanced. ठीक है, they might engage with you if they understand and they relate to the story more, ठीक है, they might give you a personal experience uh, in more detail essentially, ठीक है. And vignettes can be presented in many formats, ठीक है, you can present it like a story, या फिर आप कंप्यूटर्स पे डाल सकते हैं, वीडियो टेप करके दे सकते हैं, म्यूजिक वीडियोस बना सकते हैं, म्यूजिक बना सकते हैं, ठीक है, रिटन नरेटिव्स दे सकते हैं. ऑल ऑफ दीज आर कॉमन. You are presenting some scenario to them using any of these mediums. Maybe you make you have a song that talks about a certain topic, and आप वो song play कर रहे हो to those patients and to those subjects, and you are asking to them what do they think about the song, or what do they think about the meaning in the song, or maybe in the music video, yeah, videotape or whatever it is, okay. Those are all how ways, different ways through which you can go about making videos. There are more ways, but these are common ways. Now generally the advantages of vignettes is that it will allow face-to-face contact. It'll help you go into a lot of detail with a single patient, okay. You can do it in groups as well, but you'll need more people, okay. You can explore topics in a lot more detail, and your interviewer, you as an interviewer can elaborate or help to clarify questions, okay. It increases the usefulness, the responses that you get, useful responses that you get, that will significantly increase, because आप face to face बात कर रहे हैं, आप बहुत ज्यादा डिटेल में जा सकते हैं, एंड मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग का चांस कम रहता है, या इंटरप्रिटेशन मिस इंटरप्रिटेशन का चांस कम रहता. Sometimes disadvantages are that sometimes interviewee may distort data, okay. They might have selective perception, or they might have recall error, they might not able to recall certain events in their life completely. Or sometimes what happens is people who have traumatic experiences, they will just, their memory will shut down of that part of their traumatic part of their life, they would not want to recall it, and they will not recall it. So वैसा भी रह सकता. Or maybe they have a desire to please the interviewer, okay. So they will sugarcoat their words, they'll put, you know they'll distort their own story based on what the interviewer is looking, thinking that the interviewer is looking for something, okay. For example, if I ask X, how was your childhood, okay, I as an interviewer, I have a blank slate, I don't know what that patient is thinking about, or what the patient's childhood was. अब अगर वो patient को, let's suppose they want to please the interviewer, or if they want to make a connection with the interview, whatever the case is, जल्दी करके अगर जाना है तो they'll just tell, no, my childhood was very normal just like any others, खत्म. They're not going into a lot of detail, ठीक है. You'll have to pry it out, तो वैसा problem हो सकता है vignette से. Then volume of information is quite a lot, because you are painting a scenario and you are taking details from the patient about that scenario. You will get a lot of data. Because of that, it will become difficult to record. A lot of data will come, and that might cause decrease in data clarity. ठीक है, what is important, what is not important, उसको differentiate करना थोड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता, because context will play a very important role in this. Okay, and because of this, you can only use it on a limited sample size. You cannot perform it on a big sample size. Okay, so those are all the methods of data collection. Now coming to the procedure of data collection. So vignettes were the last method of data collection that we had to study. We have a procedure of data collection. So there is a progression, or a number of steps that you have to follow in progression in order to collect data properly. So first of all, defining data to be collected. तो पहले आप एक जगह डिफाइन कर रहे हैं what kind of data are you looking for, ठीक है. Every researcher needs to identify clearly and clearly define what type of data are they looking for, what type of research do they want to do. That is the first step, ठीक है. Then select method of data collection. Appropriate method of data collection based on whatever type of data that you want to collect. It depends on whatever type of research that you want to do. Qualitative research कर रहे, quantitative research कर रहे, जो भी research कर रहे, accordingly you'll have to select an appropriate method of data collection. आप क्वेश्चनर यूज कर रहे हैं, इंटरव्यू यूज कर रहे हैं, ऑब्जर्वेशन यूज कर रहे हैं, सेल्फ रिपोर्टिंग स्किल यूज कर रहे हैं, वट एवर यू आर यूजिंग, डिफाइन दैट फर्स्ट. देन selecting or developing data collection tools. इसका मतलब क्या है? Let's suppose you have already defined that, okay, I'll be doing a quantitative study on psychiatric patients. Let's suppose patients with depression, or specifically cancerous patients who have depression. What is the incidence of depression in patients who have cancer? And let us suppose you are uh, making a study wherein you are comparing what is the level of depression based on the stage of cancer. ठीक है, स्टेज 1, स्टेज 2, स्टेज 3, स्टेज 4. कौन से स्टेज के पेशेंट्स में क्या स्टेज का डिप्रेशन रहता है, व्हाट सॉर्ट ऑफ डिप्रेशन माइट दे हैव, डू दे हैव ओनली डिप्रेशन और एनी अदर साइकेट्रिक प्रॉब्लम, do they develop that, all of that. तो अब ये करने के लिए sometimes you will find the skill, in the sense that you will find certain data collecting instruments, data collecting tools which are already present previous studies में, previous research में, somewhat might have already patented रहती है generally. तो आप वो यूज कर सकते हैं, या मे बी यू आर कमिंग अप विद अ completely new scenario, and in that new scenario what will happen is you might have to modify your current skill. ठीक है, so in this scale, let us suppose scale is essentially a bunch of questions. Okay, एक piece of paper है in this scenario which has a few questionnaire. ठीक है, the you as a researcher are going to the patient and asking these questions. तो आप क्या कर रहे हैं? Let us suppose the scenario that you have thought about, whatever research that you are going to do about, maybe ये sort of जो instrument है, this data collection tool is only meeting certain criteria, it is not meeting all the criteria, so you might have to modify that tool. So in order to modify that tool, you cannot just modify it and use it, you'll have to use the help of experts. ठीक है, जो you have to review a lot of literature and you have to take the help of experts. आप क्या करते, people who have already experience in developing such tools, once you have developed your own tool, a new tool, in the sense, let's suppose you have developed a new questionnaire, you can 20 new questions with respect to this certain scenario that I want to research about. आप क्या करते, इसके samples वो experts को भेजते, in order to make sure that the data that you will collect will be valid. ये जो आप डेटा कलेक्शन टूल है, ये करेक्ट है नहीं है, ये अप्लाई हो सकता नहीं हो सकता, इसमें कुछ एरर्स आ रहे नहीं आ रहे, डेटा मिस इंटरप्रिटेशन होता नहीं होता, वो पूरा मालूम करने के लिए. ठीक है, then next, after you select or you develop a collection instrument, try out the data collection instrument. So what you do is data collection tool or procedure, whatever it is, आप एक छोटी पायलट स्टडी जैसा कर रहे हैं, and you are essentially trying to calculate the reliability of this tool. Maybe if it is a completely new or modified tool, it is very important that you perform a small pilot study, and you try to find out whether the data that you are collecting is valid or not through this new tool that you have developed. ठीक है, आप reliability score calculate करते हैं. Then supportive forms, developing supportive forms. Supportive forms or supportive procedures will be other than data collection tools के अलावा जो रहते, for example informed consent है, administrative permission letters है, ठीक है, contact details है, ये पूरे supporting documents रहते, वो भी आप डेवलप करना पड़ता, वो कलेक्ट करने के लिए आपको एक टूल डेवलप करना पड़ता. ठीक है, especially informed consent forms, you will see informed consent forms in all of your research. ठीक है, you will give on a piece of paper you will write that I dash so and so I'm willing to be part of this research with my own consent and so on and so forth. ये आप पेशेंट्स को देते या पेशेंट के गार्डियन को देते. ठीक है, if the patient is not able to answer it themselves, and only if you get the informed consent form in their language, they should be able to completely understand it, what type of research is happening, you will write about it briefly, what type of research I am trying to do and why I am selecting you. आप वो particular condition meet कर रहे हैं तो मैं आपको ये you know research में ले रहे हो, would you be, would you be interested in being a part of that research? If they give you the informed consent, only then we'll proceed. All of these are supportive. Administrative permission letters में essentially क्या है, you are going to the hospital administration, or if you are performing it in a government center, you are going to the local authorities and you're taking permission from them, so on and so forth. Then training data collectors, very important. If you are employing multiple people in collection of data, you have to make sure all of them understand what type of research you are doing. Okay, this usually covers both general procedures, so how data will be collected, as well as specific procedures to that particular study. Okay, how to administer certain skills, that especially if you have developed a new scale, उसको कैसा administer करना, what sort of data are you looking for, how are you supposed to question the patients, all of that. ठीक है, आपको स्टडी की बैकग्राउंड इंफॉर्मेशन देना पड़ता है, लाइक इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ द स्टडी, द एम ऑफ द स्टडी, ऑब्जेक्टिव्स, हाइपोथेसिस, व्हाट मेथड्स दैट यू आर गोइंग टू यूज, ऑल ऑफ दैट. ठीक है, देन inform local authorities. ठीक है, you'll have to get the permission from local authorities. ठीक है, obtain due permission wherever it is necessary to collect data, you'll have to take permissions. Then finally, data collection and data management. ठीक है, you finally start collecting the data, and you start organizing the data यहाँ पर, so that analysis can occur. ठीक है, अब जितना भी डेटा ले रहे हैं, बहुत डेटा ले रहे हैं, थोड़ा डेटा ले रहे हैं, you can put it on a coding sheet, you can put it manually, or you can use a computer. All of that will come under data collection and data management. ठीक है, once you are able to manage the data, that is when you'll go into analysis of data and all of that. Okay, so that is the procedure of data collection, the overall procedure of data collection. Tomorrow we'll look at validity of the research tool and reliability of the research tool. Okay, we'll try to finish pilot study as well. Pilot study कर दिए तो ये chapter हो जाता, only one chapter will be left.